Okay, here we are again at another property in Decatur. This is a current property that's under construction with another investor. Their contractor has gone sideways on them in some way, shape, or form, so they're looking to wholesale the deal, which is pretty common in this industry. So we're going to walk through this house as it's still under construction and look at some of the things that we need to deal with in terms of valuing what a rehab will cost and determine whether it's something we want to do. So if you'll walk with me here, we'll see this. And once again, this is Carson Olinger with Capital City Equity Group, and we'll take a look at this property, walk through room by room. So I'm going to go in through the front door here, assuming I don't trip on myself. They've redone the entire outside of this beautiful home. It's a 3-bedroom, currently a 2.5 bath, and they've taken out the garage, which is over here, and they've made it into a mud room and a master bedroom. So they've done a really good job thus far. So we're going to look at some of the things that need to be dealt with here, and we'll walk through at this point. So we'll come in through the front door here. They've got hardy plank siding on the side of the house, all new windows, and a lot of the work has already been permitted. So we come into the living room and the kitchen to my right. So this would be the living room area, pretty straightforward. They've got new electrical in here, as you can see, so that work has been done, and the drywall will just need to be finished. So, got a smooth ceiling. This is a great Decatur location, up and coming. There's a lot of potential on the upside. So, this room here for the TV room, family room, we're looking at probably just flooring and drywall and finishing out with some nice touches in here and paint. So probably all told for this room, you're probably looking at about $1,500 just to finish this room. That includes flooring and your walls and any type of light switches and finishing out your drywall. Maybe $2,000 on the high end. So with the door to the kitchen being, or the front door to my right, this would be the galley kitchen. It's a wide galley, so it's going to be conducive to open space. There's really no other way to configure these older type homes unless you get into something really expensive, but they've got it laid out pretty well. The kitchen will go here, the sink will go here in front of the windows, potentially even put a desk right here on this side, but next to the door for anyone working in the kitchen to have a small little office space. So the flooring in here needs to be done. There's crawl space down below. The joists are going to be needed to trim up. There's some question as to code on these. As you can see, they've been kind of put together here. I don't believe these are to code. They need to be extended, so we'll have to get that looked at. That could be quite pricey. But on this wall here, you're going to have a dishwasher hookup and water lines. They've got the piping going out to probably a septic, I think. I have to get that checked. And proper electrical that run your cabinetry. Okay, and then you're going to have more cabinetry here. And I'll scoot around without falling through the hole. And over on this side, out the front of the house, you're going to have a refrigerator. You can see the water line there. Refrigerator will go here. Sink, cabinetry, and what have you will go in here. And your stove is probably going to go, where do we say the stove is going to go? That corner?
Right here.
Right here?
And to the right would be the dishwasher.
Yeah, so your dishwasher here, and the stove is going to be to the right of it. Okay? And so what they've done here is they've cannibalized the existing driveway going back to the old garage back there, and they've created a mudroom, which is going to be a nice feature for this property. We're probably going to come in on this opening here. We're going to put a door into here and probably put a large walk-in closet leading back to another door with a washer and dryer. You can see the hookup with the 220 line coming into it, and the water and the exit valve for the water, and then obviously a door going to the exterior. New doors here, so nothing needs to be changed there. So what does it cost to fix this up here? What's the cost structures? Well, a kitchen of this size, depending on what your exit strategy is you're looking anywhere from $12,000 to $20,000 depending on your finishes, and that includes flooring, and that includes pretty much everything you need to put into a kitchen: backsplash, sink, and all your appliance package. This area here is going to appeal to a lot of young families, so you're going to want stainless steel. You're going to need to put ceiling, paint, and carpet, probably hardwood in here obviously, and you carry that out to that mudroom, and that hardwood probably carry in here. So your dining area, your breakfast table if you will go in this space here, walking straight on out. So total cost for this dining area, full kitchen, mudroom, and everything, you got anywhere from $12,000 to $25,000 for this whole pitch that we see behind us. The partition walls are in place. We got to put in a couple of doors, some minor partition walls in there, and we center them up down the galley. So they moved a new bathroom into here, which is a great idea. So you have another full bath, which will service the rest of the home. So we're going to put in a vanity in this space right here. So you can even potentially put in a medicine cabinet on one side. And then we'll have the commode and the shower stall will go back over here. Once again, we need to deal with this joist issue. Not sure how that's going to work. And on the other side of this is the master bathroom. So we'll walk back through here into the master bedroom. By opening up that garage, they've now created a master suite. So now they've got a I envision this being the bedroom part of the master, and there's a step down into the concrete finish that they had the garage in originally. So there's going to be a knee wall here, potentially with a bookcase to separate this, create a little sitting area right here with a TV, and you can see the new joist hangers that are up there. I've got some question as to whether or not this is at code. This new wood to my right connecting into the older wood to the left doesn't look to be at code. I don't see any hanger plates or any type of support underneath with a joist or what have you. But we'll address that with the inspector. So there's a large walk-in closet here, which is phenomenal for this area because a lot of these homes don't have the space. Water heaters in here, which is great. Out the back, it's got the proper pan and setup. So as we turn around, you see the rest of the master bedroom, and then we come into the new master suite ensuite. So this is really nice. It elevates up. You could potentially even put a heated floor in here if you wanted to do so. I don't think the price point in this neighborhood is going to allow for that, but you're going to have a double vanity here. You can see the plumbing that's set up in here. And then your lights, and then you're going to have a large, very large walk-in shower. You see that small, that chest wall there, it's not a knee wall, it's a little bit higher. Probably a glass enclosure with a nice tile that's inside of there. And then your own commode room in here. So this bathroom, to be done properly, you're probably looking at about close to $10,000 with the finishes that would need to go in here. And then you roll that into the master bedroom. You're looking at carpet and paint in here, the knee wall, some slight construction, what have you. And you're probably looking at about $2 grand, $2,500 in the master. So then we're going to roll into the hallway closet. You can see the front door to the front, and this is the hallway that leads back to the other two bedrooms. This is a smaller bedroom, and this is indicative of what you're going to see in the area here in Decatur. Some older homes like this, a rather small bedroom. So on the other side of this wall is basically a half bath that was in the bedroom adjoining this. I'll show that to you in a minute. I envision not leaving a half bath here, but taking that wall out and creating a, I'll flip this around, creating a small closet here. There's already a closet right here, but what I'm going to do if we take this property is enclose this right here and then use this as a walk-in closet for the other room. It's a larger bedroom, it makes more sense, and then create that half bath as a walk-in closet here. So in this room, we've got drywall, floor room. You could probably leave the linoleum that's in here. And this room here is probably about another $2 grand with the finishes that we got to deal with. You can see the ceiling needs to be dealt with, maybe put some crown molding across the top. So I'm going to flip this camera around once more. Apologize for the shakiness. And so we're going to walk through. And then here, once again, is the front door, the living room. And we go back to the third bedroom, which is somewhat larger. This makes a nice room. Once again, we have drywall, windows are in good shape, and there's that half bath I was alluding to. This looks from circa 1950. They were going to leave that there. I think that's an interesting idea. It provides an extra half bath. There are some upsides to that. Different people with different ideas have different exit strategies. So there's no one way that's right or wrong. In my opinion, I take this, cannibalize it, make it a closet for that other room, and wall this off. And so then this becomes the large closet, which I just showed you on the other side of that wall, becomes a larger walk-in for this larger bedroom. So small closet, small bedroom, larger closet, large bedroom. So in this room, we've got a little bit of work to do gutting this bathroom out. So what does that entail? This room by itself is probably about $3 grand in the shape it is, knocking the wall out. Probably got a $500 gut job on that bathroom, and then we're in good shape. So that pretty much walks you through the Decatur home. As I said, the investor here kind of got sideways with their contractor. That happens in this industry. Their story, the contractor's story, was they got all of their tools stolen. So I'll walk you outside. We can walk around the backyard. I believe this is on a septic system, and we can see that here. Flip this around again. Not the best camera work. So we go in the backyard, a very, very large backyard. Okay, probably about $2 to $3 grand of work that needs to be done in the backyard. The trees are all hardwoods, which is great, and they've all been trimmed up. So there's nothing over the roof level. What needs to be done externally? Well, we've got landscaping, and we have no gutters. You can probably look at about $3 a square foot, a linear foot for gutters, and the roof will need to be replaced. This roof looks to be about 18 squares, maybe 15 squares. So you're looking probably about $4 to $5 grand on a new roof. The infrastructure of the roof in the attic look good. So we got a fence that's pretty deteriorated. Maybe you put up a privacy fence or just extend that one and cannibalize what you've got. I've got a little bit of a ditch back here I'm concerned about. Not sure what happened there. Looks like the yard's kind of caved in a little bit. So we've got a sinkhole. Is that piping? I don't know what that is. The whole fence line, as you can see, has dipped down right in that area. So I want to get a little bit better look on that. So they're asking $150,000 for this to get out what they've got put in it. ARVs in the neighborhood are about $220,000. So it doesn't leave a lot of room. So we got to negotiate with them if they want to move it. Ideally, I'm buying this house if I can get it under contract at probably about 110, 115 on the high end. That allows me for my finishes inside and then still be able to make a profit. So if we're wholesaling this deal, which I'm probably going to do, because I don't want to get into a rehab down here. It's a little bit far from my house. I need to leave room for my investors. They need to make money. And if the ARV in this neighborhood is at $220,000, they have to sell it. So when they sell it, they're going to get rid of their 6% to the agents plus 2% on closing to move it quick. So that really nets them about $200,000. So they have to look at their all-in cost, which would be their acquisition price, plus my wholesale fee, which is in there. And then also, they're gonna have to look at what the rehab budget is. The rehab budget on this is easy 30, on the high end, maybe 45, depending on the finishes. So you got 200,000, what you're gonna net after the 220 resale. As an investor, I wanna make about 18 to 22%. So I gotta be down in the 150 range all in. So that's kind of where I need to be with this thing. So that's kind of how you walk through these things. Tune in again, and we'll show you some more properties. Thank you for joining us. And as you can see, it's a really pretty property here. There's a lot of space. Once again, I appreciate you guys joining us. And this is Carson Olinger with Capital City Equity Group here in Atlanta. Please check out our website at www.northatlantahomebuyer.com. Check us out on Facebook as well. And happy wholesaling, happy flipping.